Hi, everybody. So today is Saturday. That means it's time for family movie night. And today we are talking about one of the more recent Barbie movies. This was from 2023. It's Barbie, Skipper, and the Big Babysitting Adventure. And this is one that really doesn't have hardly any Barbie at all. She makes one phone call. Barbie's like in the jungle. I forget. She makes one phone call to Barbie. This is really Skipper's movie. It's all based on the drama going on in the Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures, which is a series on Netflix. And this is the only one of the last like 4 or 5 that doesn't have Barbie Brooklyn. And so, and like I said, you only see Barbie Malibu or Barbie at all for just a very brief scene. This is about Skipper, and I think the title is kind of misleading because it really should be called Skipper's Summer Adventures, not Big Babysitting Adventures, because she doesn't really babysit hardly at all. It's pretty convoluted, and I appreciate that actually because the spirit of I think the Barbie series is actually these like pretty elaborate plots. And I always admire like how much they try. And this one has a lot going on. So there's this rival named Tammy who gets this girl Joy fired because of an accident at the smoothie stand, and Tammy gets all sprayed with smoothie, and anyway she gets her fired, so they end up getting hired at this water park, and then it becomes like the Barbie version of the way back. And which is a movie I love and I've reviewed for family movie night, so you should check that out. But they're basically Skipper and Joy are working at this water park, and Tammy, her dad runs the water park, and she is really resentful that he hired Skipper and Joy. They work at the snack bar for part of the time. They work at the jewelry store. There's also a girl named Anna, and Anna makes jewelry, and so they start to sell Anna's jewelry, and that does better than the jewelry that Tammy wants. There's like lots of little scenes like that. There's also this whole drama about whether they're going to spend the money to get to this party bus for the kids to be able to play. They need like a daycare at the park, I guess, for like they need like a daycare at the park, and so that's like the babysitting element is more like this daycare, and then there's this party truck game truck that becomes involved, and Skipper thinks it's a great idea, but Tammy thinks it's terrible, but the kids really love it, and so a lot of drama going on with that and her dad. Tammy does kind of come around eventually and kind of help them. There's also like a point where Skipper ends up talking to the dolphins and they getting on a boat. And so there are some of these like adventures going on, and her like taking care of the kids, whether they're on the bus or they're on the whether they're on the bus or on the boat or at the center or at the park. Anyway, so there's various back and forth, but it's not really like babysitting. It's like kind of Skipper gets a summer job is should more the title be. But I think Skipper is a pretty likable character, and I like Anna and I like Joy, and so that's fun. Tammy, like I said, she does kind of come around, and she makes for kind of a delicious villain to start off the movie. It's like fun enough. Songs, it's a party now, and my friends, which are enjoyable enough songs. I know that I can depend on them. Life is what it should be when you're right here with me. All my girls right next to me. All my girls right next to me. Everyone's invited. Go Skipper if you're all excited. I think that the best of these Netflix ones is probably still the interactive one, because I just thought that was so like creative and different, and the animation is definitely better, and it makes me curious to watch the show, and maybe once I watch the show I'll appreciate the movie better. This is perfectly pleasant, fun. You like following Skipper and her pluckiness and her loyalty to her friends, and like I said, Joy and Anna are fun characters, and I think a lot of kids will be able to relate to the idea of like a summer job or a summer or just summer adventures kind of going on. Will be fun for them. And yeah, so if like your kids like High School Musical, that kind of a thing, I think that they would enjoy this one. That is basically Barbie, Skipper, and the Big Babysitting Adventure. They've been a lot of these Netflix ones have been definitely skewed way younger than the original run of Barbie films. I know maybe that sounds weird, but it's true. I mean, a lot of them have been about the sisters, about Chelsea, about Skipper, about Stacy, and not as much about Barbie. And you kind of miss like the romance and some other things. I love the fairy tale ones; those are my favorite. But this is definitely better than a couple of the last ones that we're looking at. Yeah, let me know what you think of Barbie, Skipper, and the Big Babysitting Adventures. And if you watch the show, I'd be curious to know what you think of it if you're a fan. So let me know what you think, and please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out all my Barbie reviews. We're nearing the finish line. It's very exciting after literally 8 years of reviewing Barbie movies. So make sure to check out that playlist. Please check out the Patreon. I would really appreciate that. That's the biggest way you can support me and the merch store. And thanks again. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.